Hey, Dr. Lindsey here. I'm going to review a more in-depth repair case with you in this video. And this guy's probably a couple years older than me, and he had 3 hair transplants by a local competitor who's no longer working, and came in complaining that that his hair looked unnatural. And so here's this picture of his from the front and from above. And my complaint about it is the hairline doesn't look real natural. There's not enough hairs there, and now he's got a donor depleted area, and he'll never be able to cover his whole crown. So, what do you do in that situation? And so we had a bunch of talks. I think we talked 2 or 3 times before he had surgery, and so we decided to cut out a strip that included part of both of his old scars. So we took him from 3 scars down to 2. Still got another scar from the other guy. And again, I've mentioned in many videos, I don't know why you'd make a separate cut each time. Nobody really wants 1 scar. Why have 2 or 3 or 4? So we diminished the scars, and then we worked primarily to increase density along his left part line, because that's the way he parts his hair, and to make his hairline look less remarkable, and then work back in the middle to add some density, again, just to try to make a remarkable looking head look unremarkable from conversational distance. And so here's his case, and this is before we made people come in and get cleaned every day. It's just a little crusty, and then here he is at 6 months, and he looks pretty good because his old hair, transplanted hair, has already come back, and he's got half his new hair growing, so he already looks pretty good. And I remember him talking, he no longer felt like people were looking at him at the grocery store. And then he came back at 3 years, really looking like he did at 6 months, maybe a little better, but again, unremarkable from conversational distance. And then he came in to talk to me just out of the blue about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's 8 years out. And so this is not a perfect result, but it is a great result in taking somebody who looked remarkable before and now looks unremarkable. And I would tell you, if you saw him at the grocery store or you go over to Tyson's, you pass him in walking, you'd never know he had a hair transplant, and you'd never know he'd had 4 of them to try to get him to that point. He doesn't have coverage in the back of his head. This is really about as much as we can do, but the success of dealing with somebody who's had a bunch of bad stuff done in the past and making them look unremarkable is really gratifying. And I would say those are probably our most happy patients, the ones that really felt like they've been living a life of concealing their plugs or their funny looking hairline for years, and then we make it so they don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of videos that are similar to this. If we can help you, give us a call. Thanks.